Hi everybody, welcome back to Exercises for Older Adults with Lauren. Today we're going to be discussing how to tone up or strengthen the legs sitting down in a chair. I will give you an option for one of the exercises to stand up, but for now we're going to go ahead and get started. Remember, always consulting with a doctor or a physician before you begin, just to make sure everything is safe and healthy and okay for you. So the first thing we're going to strengthen here is the quad. So this is the big front of the thigh here, big part of the front of the thigh here. So you're going to want a weight. Again, if you don't have weights, you can always use a water bottle, just like a disposable water bottle from the store. So you want to sit tall, you want your core engaged, you always want to think of posture. With this one, you're just going to keep the leg straight. You're going to scooch up on the chair in order to get that full range of motion with that leg, and we're just going to bring it up and down, up and down. Now with this, you don't want to slouch over to make sure your leg goes higher. Just make sure your leg lifts up a little bit, and you want to keep your posture, you want to keep your core nice and tall. You're going to do the same thing on the other leg. I would do 3 sets of 10, or maybe 2 sets of 15, whatever you prefer here. Another one you can do, now this is going to strengthen up further, more around the hip flexor area there, is just lift and lower. Holding the weight in place, again, making sure your posture is good, your core is engaged. Just lift and lower. So that's going to get the hips, the upper hip flexor area there. You always want to be breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth with this. And again, 30 total, 3 sets of 10 or 2 sets of 15. All right, the next one, you will have to grab your other weights. You don't have to use the weight with these if you don't want to. You could just use your body weight, that's okay. But now we're going to target, I'm going to show you the calf muscle right here. So the back bottom half of the leg. You want to sit tall, your core is engaged, your shoulders are down and back, and you're just going to lift and down, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. Now in that calf muscle, there's a lot of different parts of it, and this doesn't target every single part of the calf muscle, but standing up will. So this is the option I'm going to give you where if you want to stand up, you can. Hang onto your chair just for some support. Up, down, up, down. Now if you don't trust yourself, do not stand up. Just stay seated and just do it that way. All right, the last exercise I'm going to show you, you will not need your weights. This is for the inner thighs, your adductors. These are very important to strengthen because they're responsible for keeping your balance when you're falling to the side, okay? That's what activates there. So what you're gonna do is hang on to the back of the chair. Your core is gonna be engaged. You wanna keep your torso tall. You're just gonna tap your heels together. So that's gonna target those inner thighs. Keeping the core engaged. One more option for those inner thighs is just grabbing a pillow or even one of those little balls with air in them and just squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Thank you so much for joining me to learn about those legs, lower body, and strengthening the lower body. Next time we're going to be discussing how to do some cardio, so getting the heart rate up, seated in the chair. Thank you everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day and thanks for joining me.